All right, folks, I'll give you a rundown as to what I'm doing and why I'm swapping out axles. So this is the 14 bolt out of 2001 ton, 410 gears, open differential. This one had, I think, 109,000 miles on it. Obviously, I still have to do the brakes on this, but if you see where the drums are, they are over the hub. So over the hub drums mean they slide over the hub. And, just like a semi-float rear axle. They went to this style around 94, but it wasn't across the board. GM, for whatever reason, still ran the old style, which I'll show you here in a minute. And there's no rhyme or reason as to why any truck got one or the other. It's just, it is what it is. But I'll show you. This is behind the hub drums. So the studs actually get pressed through the drum and then through the flange. So to inspect the rear brakes or change the rear brakes on this, you have to take your axle shaft out, take those 8 bolts out, pull the axle shaft out, take your spindle nuts off, and then pull the hub and the drum as an entire assembly. Now that's a whole lot of work for getting to your brakes. If you guys saw my community post about 6 months ago, I put new rear leaf springs in this, plus overloads. Those overloads are like 12 or 1,300 pound overloads. The leaf springs are, I think, 3,300 pound springs. And it's a, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 1 pack. Here's the part number for the overloads. And there's the part number for the rear leaf springs. So I did that because the old 5+1 packs, which are the same for 3/4 or 1 ton trucks, have 2,300 pound capacity to them, and they were original to this truck. So you're talking, what is that? 33-year-old parts. This truck's a 91. It's 24, so yeah, 33-year-old parts. Never been changed. It was socked out pretty good. And come to find out, passenger side main leaf spring was broken. So that explained for some of the sagging issues I had. I'm going to do a quick little measuring job here for the drums. And we'll go from there. What do we got there? Like 3 5/8. 3 3/4. So they offered a couple of different styles of brake shoes for these. fat finger out of the way. And that is, what is that? 4 3/8. So they offered 3 and 3.5 inch brake shoes, depending upon if it was 3/4 ton, a 1 ton, or a dually. I believe just the straight up 3/4, the single rear wheel 3/4 and 1 tons got the 3-inch shoe, and the dually's got 3.5 inch shoes. I have bought both. I bought the 3s and I bought the 3.5s. Some of the research I did online, if the drums are wide enough, you should be able to fit 3.5s in there. And I believe the drums on the demountable style are wide enough to fit the 3.5s versus the old style that's currently in this with the much narrower drum would only fit the 3s. Along with that, I also bought dually rear wheel cylinders. They've got a much larger bore, more fluid, more pressure. Last winter when I put the Hydro Boost in this has already got, I come out of a 94 Chevy K3500 dually. So it already has the dually master and booster. Getting from 0 to 60 is cool, but going from 60 to 0 is even better. And with the way drivers are, it's scary. It really is. But yeah, so I may bring you guys back this weekend for another video on this. May not. Figured I'd show you what I was up to this weekend. I got a couple other videos in the works. It's like everything, time. So, thank everybody for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one.